Hey everyone, welcome to the results video of multiplayer round 48. Now in this round every player had to build a train station in their plot. You can see a rail crossing point here, and there's also one here. So every plot had 2 points where there's a rail crossing across the path. Players could move the train tracks in them, and they had to place a train station somewhere in their plot. So in the end we have 4 rail lines, each going through 4 plots, and basically players had to build something around it. Now the scores in this round were insanely high. Over half of the players got at least 8 points out of 10. So yeah, incredibly high scores. I'll start with the player who got last place, and then I'll finish by announcing who is the winner of this round. Okay, in last place we have this plot from the Claude QC. It's a bit messy. That's kind of the theme usually in his entries. I do think it's funny is that he actually made a loop for the train. That's something you don't see very often. Besides that, it's very chaotic. You can see this launched freefall that flies through the plot. There's this swan here doing weird stuff. And there's also this weird coaster here, which for some reason has a very long train. And yeah, just has a very random looking track. Yeah, just quite messy. It's an Egyptian themed plot. There's for some reason there's this spiral here called God's Power. The train doesn't really seem to move up very high. But yeah, I think yeah, there's a lot going on here. Those guests seem to be doing something really crazy there. There's a lot going on here. I think people will like a plot like this more if there's a little bit more breathing space. I mean, it's alright if there's a lot of stuff in your plot, but yeah, try to make it so that people can appreciate everything. And maybe, for example, decorating these stations in a nice way, and also the queues will get people to appreciate them a lot more. Okay, the next entry is from Marky Boy. It's right next door. Well, first off, I have to say that he made an incredible looking station. I really like the way this station looks with this nice green roof. Also the queue, I think it's quite nice, even though it's the standard kind of queue. It looks like he did make it invisible here, or maybe that's just the station. Probably would have been nice to also make the queue invisible here, just so you also only see the wood here. I think it looks nicer. Now, the rest of the plot is kind of like a animal enclosure. You can see some giraffes here, and there's also several zebras walking around here. Oh yeah, the animal enclosure part, I think it's pretty funny. But yeah, it's a bit repetitive. Most of the plot is filled with it. And yeah, it kind of looks a little bit low effort compared to the other entries. So that's probably why it got rated a little bit lower than the rest. Okay, the next entry is also quite close to it. This is the entry from Lotte. Now Lotte started off very promising. I really like the look of this wall here. Also this temple, pretty cool looking. It's a really nice station here. But of course the plot is very unfinished. This whole wall here is missing. Also this tower doesn't have, well, it's not really a tower. The top of it is missing. So yeah, I did see a lot online a lot, so I don't know what she has been doing instead of finishing this plot. But of course this is just a shame, because this would have easily scored very high if it was finished. Okay, the next plot is from Doomspell. Doomspell made this pixel art. Believe it's a character from an RPG, and probably a boss lady. Yeah, the sign says something: power of control, randomness, create glitch, absolute dodge, absolute hit. Oh, that does sound pretty intimidating. Yeah, I always think it looks a little bit weird when you have a text that doesn't fit, and then it gets and then one character goes to the next line. That's probably something you should avoid. Maybe put a space in there or a dash, just so the text goes to the next line in a better spot. Now, not really sure what the rest of this plot is supposed to represent. Probably a power of this character. Not really sure. But something that is pretty cool is to see these trains glitching here. Well, it does say absolute randomness and create glitch here, so that's probably what this is supposed to represent. So yeah, clever use of this mini golf track, I guess, but probably also some overlapping straight tracks. But yeah, all in all, I think it's pretty cool, and I like the pixel art that he made. Okay, then we make a little jump in score. Then we go to this plot from Raymond L. He made this quite futuristic plot. Yeah, so these buildings are in a nice futuristic style. There's also a coaster here, which goes up in this glass tower. And there's the big Ferris wheel here as well. I'm not really sure what's holding up this Ferris wheel. It looks like there's just the wheel now and not the support that should carry it. Not really sure what's going on here. Now this building used to have a roof, but of course then the wheel wouldn't be able to rotate because it would be stuck inside this roof. So then he decided to make it an open building. It's probably a better idea. But yeah, like I said, there's nothing holding up the Ferris wheel, so I'm not really sure about that. The train also travels through this building. Yeah, I kind of like this entrance here. That's pretty cool. Some nice gardens here as well. Nice pond. And some flying cars here. So yeah, pretty cool stuff all in all. Okay, then here's the entry from Jasanden. Now he said he tried to create a scene from, or at least capture the mood of the park Farup Summerland. I actually went to the park. It's a really nice park in a very foresty area. And they've recently built a Vekoma Junior Boomerang. Yeah, when I was there it was still under construction. But yeah, it's nice to see him, to see Jasanden create a coaster like that. No, it was not an actual recreation, I believe he said. But he did try to capture the mood of the park. And they indeed also have a train ride that goes all through the park. I actually also rode it. It's a nice scenic ride. So yeah, for the landscape, it's pretty nice with all this foresty stuff here. I think overall it could have used a little bit more details here and there. It's quite simple now, but it does look quite nice, especially these trees here. Maybe if it was a bit more foresty, it would have captured the feel of the park even better. Okay, here's the plot from Savvy Adam. He made this nice little area here with these diagonal paths. Lots of asphalt here in the middle, with some nice rides. There's this nice freefall here called Mega Drop, the nice sign in front. Here there's a log flume. Kind of looks like the one I made in my timeline park. So with this tunnel here, I really like how he did the supports. That's pretty cool. And there's also this coaster here called Daredevil Dive. Well, I think it's pretty deserving of the name because I think it would crush the riders here. It drops down vertically here, and there's this very sudden. Yeah, it very suddenly goes to a horizontal, and then immediately there's this loop, and then this painful-looking hump, and then back to the station. So yeah, the ride probably isn't very comfortable. I do like how the train goes under it, though this does look a little bit low above the train. So some nice support work, especially here, also on this on the log flume. I think he did a nice job on this plot. I also like the way he did the foliage here. Maybe it would have been nice with a few taller trees in here. Overall, very nice plot. Okay, here's the entry from Sophocles. Well, what I really liked in his plot was this rotodrop that he made here called the Levitator. I really like how it goes up here on this invisible track. Yeah, that's just such a cool idea, and I really love the structure that he made for it. This is one of my favorite rides from the map. So yeah, a really nice job on this ride. Yeah, I just can't stop looking at it. It's just very nicely done. Also, I really like how the train goes around this tower here. That's pretty cool. And something that I also really liked is the structure that he made for the bridge. This looks really nice with this single rail coaster track. Really nice arch here. And I like how the bridge connects to it. The rest of the plot, quite simple. Here's a nice building. I also like that it's decorated here on the inside. Let's take a quick look inside. Yeah, very nice decorations here. And there are also lots of stuff inside. There's some flowers here, some other decorations. And here you can see the train station. And there's also a little pool here with the guests walking through the water. And some handymen that are trapped here. Yeah, very cool plot. I really like this one. Great work from Sophocles. Okay, then we get to the plot from Carp Runner. So from this one on, all plots have a score of at least 8 or more, which is insanely high. Now he made a really nice plot with some really cool buildings. This looks more or less like a warehouse building of sorts. This station here, I think it looks really cool. It says wait here. Yeah, this really nice structure with all this glass here, and also combined with these signs. I really loved the way he did the trees here and all the plants. It just looks very nice. There's a little forest here, and there's a guy here in the middle dancing, Deurklink hoarding kidneys. Probably a reference to my previous entry for the B&M Wing Coaster contest. I really like the structure that he made in the middle for this fountain. He used this single rail coaster track with this fountain in the middle. That's really nice. And it looks like there's also some fish swimming around with the green square trick. It's really cool. There's a little playground here. And there's this, kind of looks like one of those basketball hoops. Sometimes you could see the guests jumping here because they're actually in a maze here. So that's actually quite funny. Okay, really nice entry. Yeah, very cozy. I really like it. Okay, the next entry is from Lurker. Now, I could already see that this was a plot from Lurker before looking it up. He has a very typical building style, like you can see here with all these. He really likes to frame his buildings with poles and wooden post fences, and use a lot of windows in his buildings. So his buildings are always very nice. They have very nice shapes as well. So yeah, that's really cool. Also really like the way he did the station for the train ride. It's also kind of in the same style with the usage of different colors. Yeah, some nice different paths here. So it's a mixture of this normal tarmac path and the crazy tiles path. Yeah, of course it's a lurker plot, so there's all these nice little gardens here as well. And there's also this really cool little junior coaster here with these mine train cars. So yeah, just beautiful little buildings and a beautiful coaster as well. And I really like how the train travels through this plot. Also with these different stations. So yeah, just really good work from Lurker. Okay, then we get to the plot from Birjan. He made this plot with these big buildings here. Now there was a long story as well about how I believe how some buildings were being demolished. You can see lots of construction equipment here. It also says something here like Birjan's beer and whiskey. We brew, you drink. DKMP, come join our Discord. Rule 7, have fun. I approve of this message. Now apparently there's also a guy on the roof here, someone faking, working hard. That could be me. And yeah, there's lots of nice buildings here. I really like the station for this plot. The buildings look really cool. Although when you make a big building like this, it might not always be a good idea to make it so empty. It might be nice to actually try and make some floors in it. Also, this construction site, I think it's pretty cool. This truck looks really nice. I also like this fence that's around it. So yeah, lots of cool details in this plot, and I love the big buildings that he made. Okay, the next plot's from Hank the Super Nerd. Now, it's probably not too difficult to see what this is. He recreated Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, just really nicely done. Well, you can immediately see what it is, and yeah, it's actually also has lots of rides inside. I really love how he made this train ride actually the station for the railway. Sometimes you can see a train popping out of his mouth. It's pretty cool. So there's lots of rides inside. Let's just quickly use the cutaway view to look inside. There we go. So there's a motion simulator here in the top floor. Then inside here, there's a rotor drop. You can actually sometimes see it pop out of the front. Really cool. And here's the station for the ride. Sadly, that's not decorated, and there's just grass inside. But still, overall, I think he did a really great job recreating Thomas the Tank Engine. This is just an awesome job. Okay, here's the plot from Rhythm. Now, this was actually one of my favorite plots in this entire map. I will use the cutaway view here a bit, because it's there's some stuff in the way. Now, first off, I love the color choices here. I think this blue and orange and this purple, I think they combine really well. Yeah, just a nice choice of the colors that are used here in this plot. These buildings, I think they look incredible, especially this big tower up here. It looks like the guests can also walk on top of this building here. That's actually pretty cool. Must be a ride inside this tower that brings the guests up. Now, also I love these volcano rocks here, and there's also a really nice coaster traveling around the plot here. You can see it travel under this bridge here, around this volcano, and yeah, just down here inside this building. It just looks incredible. I just love the way he built everything here. And of course, the station for the train, also very nice. I love how it enters the plot here. It's also a double station here, which probably the trains only take one half of it. But still, it looks amazing. I really like the way he built everything on this plot, and I really hope to see Rhythm join many more of these contests, because I'm a big fan of his work. Great job. Okay, there's just 3 plots remaining, which all have a score that's really close to each other. So I'll just show the final 3 plots, and after that I will reveal which one is the winner of this round. So first off, we have this plot from Supra the Hedgehog. Now, he made this beautiful cityscape here. Yeah, I love all the buildings that he created here, and especially this. Well, I will quickly use the cutaway view just so I can show it better. Just a moment, and we select the path here like this. There we go. So yeah, I love the way he used the monorail track here for the foundation of these buildings. And I love the way the building sits on top of it inside this curve. This tower looks really nice, the way he did this. Also, you can see the train through this glass section here. That's also really cool. You can sometimes see it pass through here. That would be really fun to watch. Even though it probably would be filled with smoke here inside this room. But let's just pretend that wouldn't happen. So the train passes through here, and I think it's really fun to watch it pass under here. Now these buildings, they all look really nice. I love this clock that he made here. But also this building here, I believe this is the station for the train. The roof here, done in a really nice way. Looks like he used the RMC track here, combined with some... oh wait, no, it's that combined with some glass pieces. But it works together really well. And also the way the train tracks go through this plot here. I think Supra the Hedgehog did an incredible job here. Great work from Supra the Hedgehog. Absolutely amazing. Okay, then here's the plot from Risiko. He made this this plot here, also a really nice cityscape. So here this blue part is the station of the ride. Well, there's also another ride going around here called a runaway train. I will just use the cutaway view to remove the roofs here. This train is actually quite fun. It goes through this track here backwards. And actually it travels under these bridges here in a really nice way. And here it goes back to the station. So this, I think this train ride is really fun to watch. It uses the powered coaster or the mine ride, and it uses shuttle mode. So that's why at the end of the track it reverses direction. And that's just used in a really clever way here. Now there's just a lot of detail here in this plot. I love the way he decorated all these arches, these paths that pass under the train here. It's just incredible work. Yeah, like I said, lots of detail, lots of decorations also inside the buildings. I really like when people put the effort into also decorating the inside of their buildings. That's yeah, I think Risiko also did an incredible job here. And these buildings are just decorated in a really nice way. So yeah, once again, incredible job from Risiko. Okay, then here's the final plot from Mulpje. Mulpje always does really well in these contests, of course. And Mulpje wanted to recreate a 1900 style station for this contest. Well, this building is massive, but it looks incredible. It's always difficult to make big buildings look nice. I think Mulpje did an incredible job on making this building look nice, especially the roof looks incredible. Yeah, it's just a really clever mixture of architecture and just these abstract pieces. Yeah, love these towers here to frame the roof of the building, but also these decorations here on the side. Also love the way you guys enter this train station using these invisible paths on these curved track pieces. That's really clever. So the entrance into the station, really nice. Also a big arch here. Yeah, just a really incredible work. Also nice. There's some statues here. Nice fountain. Some planters as well. And here the train goes through this curve and leaves the station again. Now we can also look inside the building. Mulpje also decorated the building on the inside. Again, it just looks beautiful. Let's go a little bit lower. Yeah, some really nice walkways here for the guests. There's a ticket shop here as well. And a ticket shop on the other side as well. I guess guests would be able to pass here. Not really sure. But yeah, an incredible building both on the outside and on the inside. It looks really nice as well. I think Mulpje was able to capture the feel of the 1900s really well. It does look a little bit messy here. Maybe handymen aren't not able to get here. Or maybe they're just all trapped in someone else's plot. I believe it was the one from Sophocles. Alright, so those were the last three plots. So there's the one from Mulpje, the one from Risiko, and one from Supra the Hedgehog. So now it's time to reveal which entry is the winner of this round. The winner of multiplayer round 48 is... Supra the Hedgehog. Now these all these final 3 plots, the scores were all really close to each other. I really liked all of them. I personally also really liked the one from Rhythm. Well, yeah, and they were all really nice. I think they all could have won if one vote was different. But yeah, like I said, a lot of really high quality entries in this round. 8 of them got at least 8 or higher. So yeah, incredible work from everyone who participated in this round. I can't wait to see all your creations in the next round. So yeah, thanks to everybody who joined, and thanks for making all these beautiful creations. I really enjoyed watching all of you build in this round, and we'll definitely start a new round soon. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. See you later.